Yeah.
What's your name, brother? Call you who? Running Man. Okay, Running Man and Lewis. All right. You know who you are, Running Man, according to the Bible? I see you got some red, black, and green in your hair. What does that mean?
I'm just listening.
No, I know that, but I asked you a question.
I don't want to ask you any questions.
No, I don't want you to ask me questions. I'm asking you.
I just want to listen. That's all I can.
Okay. All right. So I'm asking you a question. What's the red, black, and green? Damn. You know what that? What? No, I know that, Lou. I know that, Running Man. But I'm gonna tell you what God calls that.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Okay.
What I want to say is,
Go ahead.
I can tell you what it represents. Right now, I'm here to listen.
Okay.
I don't want to.
I think I know. I know, but I'm not sure. Go ahead, Running Man.
I don't want to ask you no question, and I don't want you to ask me no question. I just want to listen.
Okay.
And I got a few moments, and then I'm gonna bounce.
All right, that's good that you
I've
listen.
seen you brothers before. I'm just listening.
Okay, 2nd Ezra 14:34.
2nd Ezra, chapter 14, verse 34. Therefore, if so be that ye subdue your own understanding.
So God is telling us when we come and stand before the prophets, subdue your own understanding. Whatever you think you know, because Running Man, Lewis claims to know a lot, but we've all been taught lies here. We've all been taught lies here in America. We know that this damn place is built off lies. That's how they continue to prosper and stay on top. They'll lie to you in a minute. Even though the Bible says Christ looked like a black man with woolly hair, they'll still lie and say,
You know, Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. And God said, let us make man in our image.
hold on, God said what?
Let us make man in our image.
That's why God said in Leviticus 21:5, these Israelite men, don't shave off the corner of your beard, because I made you in the image of me. How many times does a black man walk around saying, I'm God on earth, I'm God? Well, damn, you don't even look like it.
Bring it out.
He said, put a beard and keep it on your face, because I made you in my image. So when you walk around, you want to claim you're God, well, then you shouldn't look like one.
That's right.
No matter how much little beard you can grow, how patchy it is, God said, my people look like me.
Right.
They my sons.
Right.
They my prophets.
That's right.
Let your light shine. So you understand that, Running Man? That's one thing that, I don't know what you believe in, or if you ever read the Bible, but if you're an Israelite, you gotta keep these commandments, or you're gonna be punished. Thus, we in captivity today. Our people, maybe not you necessarily, but as a nation,
Right.
as a people, we're on the bottom. There's something wrong here. We got churches on every damn corner. We go to church every Sunday, but ain't nothing changed. Well, obviously, we missing something out of here of what they teaching us.
Bring it out.
I like to say all the time, we are looking for worldly solutions to a spiritual problem.
That's right.
And that's what we got. Hosea 5:15. Come on up here, officer.
Get out.
Hosea 5:15. I want you to bring this out, officer. I'm going to bring it out for you. Hosea chapter 5 and verse 15. These are the records that was left to us by our forefathers.
Right.
And let's see what God told Hosea to tell his people in the last days. Read that.
Hosea chapter 5, verse 15. I will go and return to my place.
Because God used to dwell amongst us. We used to rule the whole earth in the dark ages.
Yes,
when
right.
we was in Israel, everybody subdued themselves to the black man.
Yes,
the
right.
Israelites according to the Bible.
Yes,
the Hispanics, the Israelites according to the Bible. The Native Indians, the Israelites according to the Bible. Whatever we said do, they did.
Yes,
but God said, I will go and return to my place. I'm not going to be amongst them no more. Read on.
Till they acknowledge their offense.
They do what?
Acknowledge their offense.
Like all of us, if you got kids, Running Man, you want them, what did you do? Tell me you did it wrong. What? Tell me. God says, I'm going back to my place until they acknowledge they've done wrong. Our people don't want to acknowledge. You can't tell me, only God can judge me. You don't want God to judge you.
That's right.
He gonna put you in slavery. He gonna put you to death. You gonna catch a bullet.
Right.
That's God's judgment, death. Read on.
And seek my face.
And do what?
And seek my face.
Learn his commandments. Learn who you are out the Bible. Read on.
In their affliction.
In their what?
In their affliction.
We catch an affliction here in America, so-called black man.
That's right.
Hispanic man, Native Indian man. We are catching affliction here in America. do, right, man? Man, we got to get a new president in office.
Right.
We got to vote the right congressman in there. We got to vote the right governor. Man, I got to get a better education. I got to do something. I got to march.
Right.
Hands up. I'm tired of police brutality. Hands up, don't shoot. We do all of that, but God said when you catch an affliction, do what?
Seek me early.
I don't know about you, running man. I'm catching hell, and I know my people are catching hell. That's why we out here trying to change our people's minds. That's where it started at first. That's where it started, in the mind, and then you can physically change. What is supposed to be in that mind? The laws, statutes, and commandments that say what? A man supposed to have what on his face? A beard.
That's right.
Because you look like God.
Right.
He made you, and Christ said, I look just like my daddy. And the Bible said Christ is a black man. So if Christ was a black man, he said, I look like my daddy. What color does that make God? Black man.
That's right.
Let's prove that to him. Here, prove it to him, officer.
Daniel 79 for him. Bring it up.
What we out here proving was that you are the children of God. That's what we here to want, to wake you up and to show your history is in the Bible. Read that.
Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment
Who's what?
whose garment
Let me ask you. For someone to have a garment, what they should have? If he's saying he had a garment, what did he have?
He's listening, so you got to read it again.
whose garments
No, read it again.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit,
So the Ancient of Days did sit. That's talking about the Most High God. Read.
whose garment was white as snow,
So when he says a garment was white as snow, meaning what? He had a physical body. Read.
and the hair of his head
The hair of his head, read,
like the pure wool.
like the pearl wool. Because what? I'm looking at your hair, bro. You have pearl wool. That's what the officer brought me earlier.
That's
Your
right.
hair is beautiful.
That's right.
Because what? That's the same description as what? As Christ and the Most High God. Read, got it? Read it again. Daniel chapter 7 and verse 9.
Look it
So
up.
now here we read in the Old Testament. Now let's see if we're going to see it in the New Testament. This is the Old. Read.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool.
So now we mention again the hair of his head like the pure wool. Now let me ask you. Well, I'm going to tell you. The people today that have the woolly hair is what the so-called black people. Believe it or not, it's just people on this side. They have woolly hair. Read on.
His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire.
It's like what?
As burning fire.
Read on.
A fiery steam issued and came forth from before him.
So now we're showing you what? How the Most High looked. Now give me Revelation 1 and 14. Now, this was the Old Testament. Now we're going to go to the New Testament. So like the officer said, what? If you look at me, you see my father, I said, man, just like his daddy. I know who that is. Why you got the description? You seen that person before. But read that. Talk to him verse 1.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Of who?
Of Jesus Christ.
So now we're talking about what? Jesus Christ. The revelation meaning to what? To reveal. So now the first book, first verse said, listen, I'm going to tell you what Christ looked like. That's what it's saying. Read it.
God gave unto him.
Now who gave unto him?
God gave unto him.
So now we read what? Before how the Most High looked, right? So now we're showing you what? How Christ looked and that God gave it unto him. Read.
Which God gave unto him to show unto his servants.
To show unto you. To show you that what? The hair texture, the color of his skin, guess what? It's just like Jesus Christ. Read.
Which must shortly come to pass.
Which is coming to pass, guess what? Today. Read.
And he sent and signified it by his angels unto his servant John.
Now get to the verse I want.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hair were white like wool.
Say that again.
His head and his hair were white like wool.
Now where did we read that at? Let's say that his hair was like wool. We read that where? In Daniel, right?
That's right.
We read in Daniel. He was talking about what? The Ancient of Days, that's it. That's all about who? Most High God. Now we're talking about Jesus Christ. They both had woolly hair that was white. So guess what? They got the same hair texture, same color.
That's
Read it
right.
again.
his head and his hairs were white like wool,
Read on.
as white as snow,
Yeah.
and his eyes were as flame of fire.
So guess what? If he had it, his father had it. But now what else did we read before? He had a body, right? Now let's see if Jesus Christ had a body. Read it.
And his feet like
Wait. His what?
and his feet
His what?
and his feet.
For order you to have a feet, you gotta have a body, right? So now it's saying his feet. Obviously he got a body. Obviously he got what? A garment. That's what we read before. Same thing. Now let's find out more. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Unto fine brass. When they talk about brass, it's talking about a brownish color. Now let's see what's gonna come to pass. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if they what?
As if they burned in a furnace.
So if you burn anything in a furnace, especially brass, it's gonna come out a dark texture.
That's
pretty
right.
dark. Pretty dark, like my brother here. Like you. When I'm reading this, guess what I'm seeing? I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you. But now let's read on again. Read it.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
As if they what?
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if they burn in a furnace. Read on.
And his voice as the sound of many waters.
Meaning what? He spoke loud. You know how people speak loud today. You see them everywhere they go, hey, yo, what are you doing? Yeah. They speak loud. But now, when you come to speak loud, guess what? You got to do it righteously. That's what we are here to teach you. What? God's law.
Right.
Now, let's get some more examples of our prophets looking dark, like this brother here. Give me Job. You know what I want? So now we're going to go to show you that in the Bible, it's talking about our forefathers.
Break it up.
And their complexion is just like you.
That's
but not
right.
only that, their nationality, your nationality, their history, your history goes like together.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Right.
There's nothing changed. There's nothing changed. Read that.
Job chapter 30 and verse 30.
Read.
My skin is black upon
Wait.
me.
I'm sorry. Read that again.
My skin,
Your what?
my skin
That's all about our skin. Read.
is black upon me. It's black upon me.
It's what?
It's black upon me.
Yeah, what the Most High is telling the prophet to say about his texture. This is Job. This is Job. Now, you might think Job was just a regular guy. Give me Job 1 and 1. Let's find out what kind of guy was Job. Let's see if he was just a regular person. Guess what he was? Right? There's something special about him. Read.
Job chapter 1 and verse 1. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and the man was perfect and upright, and one that feared God.
And what?
And one that feared God.
So now we read in Job 30 that what? My skin is black above me. So now I'm showing you what? The prophet was a dark-skinned brother. And guess what? He feared God. He was a righteous. He was perfect. Just like his forefather. Just like Christ. Just like Christ. Read on.
And that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared God and eschewed evil.
Meaning he hate evil. Meaning what? He hate anyone who is against the God of what? Of Israel. He was against them. Now give me back to Revelation. We're going to continue to show you. Matter of fact, no. Give me something else. Give me Songs of Solomon. Now we're going to go to his brother, Song of Solomon. Now we're going to see the same thing that we've been reading from Daniel to Revelation to Job, if it's in Songs of Solomon. Songs of Solomon. You got that? So now when we show you that your history is in the Bible, but now I'm showing you your identity. Because you're standing in front of me, every day what you see is what? Your dark skin complexion. You see your hair texture, guess what? It's prophesied in the Bible. And guess what? They are God's chosen people.
That's right.
And when we read in Job, he feared God. God worked with him. God didn't work with him, he would not be in here. But guess what? He did. And today, God is working with you. Read that.
Song of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5. I am black.
Yo, what?
I am black, but comely. O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
Read verse 1.
Songs of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 1. The song of songs, which is Solomon.
Which is who?
Which is Solomon.
Meaning what? He's a prophet of God. He's saying this is a song of Solomon. So now Solomon is showing what color he is. Read verse 5 again.
Verse 5. I am black.
You're what?
I am black.
Solomon's telling him, said, listen, I'm black. He went straight up and said, listen, I'm black and I'm proud. That's what he's saying.
That's what.
Guess what? He had woolly hair too. Just like you. What we show you here is that what? Your texture. Every time we bring out your text, guess what? They the prophets. They follow God's law.
Right.
They understand who they are. That's what we are here to bring out our people back to who they are.
That's
back
right.
to their heritage.
That's right.
As I'm reading here, I'm thinking you Solomon, you Job, you Christ. Because as I'm reading, I'm seeing it in front of me. It can't get any realer than this.
Right.
But what are we reading? Hold that up. The Holy Bible. Why they don't teach you that in a Christian church? Why they don't teach you that? Why they don't teach you to say, hey man, you know your history's in here? You know Job looked just like you, man. Dad. You know Solomon looked like you. You know Christ looked like you.
Right.
This is the Bible. Now let's read it again.
Song of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5. I am black, but comely.
Meaning beautiful. That's what it is, expression. I'm black and beautiful. Read.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
Oh,
O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
see, Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Read.
As the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon.
He kept saying Kedar means black too. That's what Kedar means, black. Now give me more verses as far as what? Showing our people what color skin they are. Because when we read this and think of what? It's talking about this guy here. His complexion of his people. That's what we was taught. But when we read the Bible, and when we pull it out of what God's words, it's saying otherwise. It's talking about you.
Right.
Not only you, it's talking about your nation, your people. What you know now, guess what? They don't know. Before you came up here, you didn't know that was in the Bible. But that's what God brought you here today, to understand this is your history. Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
So Judah mourning, as you can see here, one of the 12 tribes. I don't know what tribe you're from, but guess what? From Judah on, y'all are dark people. From Ephraim on down, some of it's light complexion, but that's prophesied in the Bible. But from Judah to Levi, guess what? They dark. His brother's from the tribe of Levi. So-called dark. I'm from the tribe of Ephraim, which is the so-called Puerto Rican. Guess what? I'm dark. Well, I'm not light-skinned. Our people are transformed, but guess what? The prophets look like you.
That's right.
The prophets look like you. Read it again.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
The Judah mourning. Mourning what? Mourning is what? Being oppression. Read.
Right. They are black.
They are what?
Can I cut you off?
Yeah, no problem, bro.
Just have one question.
Any question?
Huh? Your tribes right here.
Yeah.
Okay, I noticed tribe of Judah, tribe of Benjamin. They got blacks, like American blacks, and American and West Indian blacks.
Yeah.
Which that's a color. These two are colors. Races of color.
Yep.
Are color.
Yep.
But every other doesn't have color behind it. Can you explain? Blacks is labeled black as a color, but there's no race behind it. When you got everyone else that goes down, there's no color at all.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
We will. In the Bible. Now we're going to explain.
That's the only question I have.
Guess what?
Because I noticed this right here. You know, everyone else has an identity.
Yep, has a. Well, believe it or not, all their identity was taken away. But as for today, they call what? Our people Black American, African American. And for those people, what? They are dark skinned people, right? That's what you're concerned, right? Now we're going to show you. God told us about that in the Bible. Your answer, guess what? I ain't telling you what I think, what I feel. God tells us. Got it? Read that.
Hosea chapter 7 and verse 8. Ephraim.
Who?
Ephraim.
Stop. Where do you see Ephraim on this sign? Right below who? Judah, Benjamin, Levi. Because believe it or not, Levi's on the so-called Haitian. When you go to Haitian, they are dark people.
Right.
They dark.
Right.
Where's Ephraim at?
Ephraim, right here.
Okay, Ephraim.
Ephraim right there is who? The so-called Puerto Rican, right? So now we're talking about Ephraim on there, because Levi are the so-called Haitian. They are dark race. They are dark race, but now they see Ephraim on there. Why is the rest of them down there? I know when I see them, they look light-skinned. Right? Read that again.
Hosea chapter 7 and verse 8. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people.
Read that again.
Ephraim, he has mixed himself among the people.
Read on.
Ephraim is a cake not turned.
So when the Most High say Ephraim, remember, it's so much for Ephraim on down. Not just our tribe, because what? There was prophets that was what? With Ephraim. So now I'm going to give you a prime example. So read that again.
Hosea chapter 7 verse 8. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned.
So when the Most High say Ephraim is a cake, not turned. So now let's look at that cake. When you look on top, it's real light. On the bottom, it's real dark. Just that's for the flavor. Now here's a prime example in front of you. See the brother right there? Right there on the camera. Look how dark he is. Where do you think, just by the appearance, where do you think he's from here? You think he's from any of these tribes here? These three?
I'm not here.
No, I know. But okay, what you think? I'm glad. This brother right here is from the tribe of Gad.
So-called Native American.
So-called Native American. Look how dark he is.
Right.
Look how dark. Damn, that brother dark. And guess what?
What about Hispanic?
That's what we're reading right now. I'm glad you came. Who are they? Guess what? They're the people of God.
That's
God's
right.
chosen people. That's what we're showing you here.
That's
From Ephraim on down.
That's why they got booties like black females.
Yeah. But guess what? You're right. But guess what? Prophesy here. That's what we read.
flyer.
Read it again. You got a flyer?
I'll give you
You
one.
got a flyer? Officer's gonna give you. Stay right there, because guess what? What you asked and what the brother just asked as well. It's the same thing. Read it again.
Hosea chapter 7 and verse 8.
Get out.
Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people.
This is how people was mixing with the other nations. It started in the Syrian captivity. Who was what? Mixing. And guess what? You see that still to today. Yes, it was mixing with the other nation. That's why you see how people what? From the darkest all the way to the lightest. From Ephraim on down.
Right.
Read up.
I'm going to get to the answer that I'm trying to
This is it.
pace and get the answer. All I want to know is everyone else has an identity. Levi's Haitian, Ephraim, Puerto Rican, but when you go to Judah and Benjamin, there's no identity. It says American blacks for Judah. So I want to know why we don't have identity at this point other than a color. We still are being colored.
Okay.
We still being colored. We got all these names. We don't have an identity like every other race. Well, that Bible tell me anything in the reason why
Bring it
we don't
out.
have an identity. Now we're going to give us an identity.
Alright, now listen to this.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
So when the Most High say discontinue, meaning what? We ain't not gonna know our heritage. We gotta not know who we are. Now listen, read.
From thine heritage that I gave thee.
Now the heritage that he gave us. Now he said he gave us a heritage. Now, read on, and then we're gonna go to Deuteronomy.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
In the land which we know is not. You finish that? No. That's it. Now give me Deuteronomy. Now we're gonna show you more profit. As far as what? Why is only that, right? Like you said, why we only got our heritage as far as black American?
Bring it out.
Read that Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, a byword among all nations.
Meaning what? Your nationality and your name will be changed. That's what the Most High is saying. That's why today our people don't know who they are. That's why they consider themselves what? African American. That's why they consider themselves Puerto Rican, Jamaican, West Indian. Why? Because God said what? Read that again.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations.
Among all nations. No matter where you go, they're going to say what? Look at that black guy. Look at that African American. No matter where you go. Yeah, byword. Byword meaning what? Another name. Nigger. Spit. That's what they're telling us today. Everywhere we go. If you take a flight right now to New York, they still gonna see you as the same person as you would see in Florida. There's no difference. That's what they gave us. But guess what? That was a curse. Because God said we were not harming us to him. He was gonna put these curses on us. Read that again.
Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 15. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen.
Read that again.
Bring it out.
And ye shall leave your
The name that we left is what? Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, all that. That's what we left. But now let's see what was going to give to us. Read.
And ye shall leave your name for a curse.
Hey, what?
right.
For a curse. So now, as you were bringing out, hey, why is the sign say African American? Why did the sign say West Indian black? Guess what? Those are curses.
That's right.
Those are curses.
Right.
But guess what? Did I tell you that? Did I tell you that? I read it from the Bible. Meaning what? God's words. Yeah, history's in the Bible. Read that again.
Right.
And ye shall leave your name for a curse.
Stop. What do they call you today? That's what? That's a curse.
That's right.
That's a curse. You know? No. No, because guess what? Read that again.
I just read to say people of color.
That's what, all right, but guess what? That's still the same as a curse. Now I'm going to show you the proper way of what God is saying. You should call yourself.
Read it out. And ye shall leave your name.
Now, so your name that God gave you is guess what? Judah.
That's right.
It's Judah. God is telling you, I gave your name, but guess what? You're going to leave. You're going to lose it for a curse.
Right.
So the name that is upon us today, guess what? It's a curse. Do you like things like that? Hey, you're a nigger, you're this? No, that's a curse. Do you like somebody calling you that? No. So stop living your life in a cursed name. Acknowledge your name. Right?
Yeah. Also, here's another way, because you're a little older than us, Running Man. But I did the research on African American. You probably know it. That term was coined in 1988 or 89 by Jesse Jackson. Yep. We was called, before African American, we was called Black American. And before Black American, they was calling us Afro American. Before Afro American, they called us colored. And before colored, they called you nigger. And what's happening is we left our name, but we're trying to come back to God and reestablish it. That's why we out here teaching. Go ahead.
That's what we out here showing. Those who couldn't bring out beautiful than that. Because I'm not in your age. The officer knows, because his family, all praise to the Most High. Read that.
I cut you off.
Yeah.
Okay. All this information right here that you have posted, I've seen it before.
Yep.
But the real reason why I stopped is I travel across the country, right? And I see you guys in different sections of the country, and I wanted to stand here and present myself in front of you guys and listen to it.
All right.
You know, like I said, a lot of people, like you said, like I was talking to you before I came, I already realized that we are enslaved in our minds.
That's right.
Now, as far as the Bible is concerned, that's what you guys go by. You got to respect other people who want to come up to you and say, historically, that's the book that we're supposed to follow. And you prove historically. No, not in the Bible. No, you got to go outside that Bible. No, I understand.
Hey, no problem. Hey, I understand.
Now I'm gonna tell you a little bit why I wear the red, black, and green.
Okay.
Just a little bit. Okay, when I was a child, I went to a black educational center. You know, instead of going to a regular school, I went to a black educational center. And they taught me a lot of things about who I am as far as a person of color, or to say, tribe of Judah. So all I want to know, as a full-grown man now,
Your story.
That's
we got proof.
That's the book. And all, not all. Israel's supposed to follow.
Okay.
You got to just show me historically that book is not something that was given to us. This is in slavery. But I still look at that book as a book of no, it's a guide, but it's a book of control that the European man has used to get
Subdue us,
to get some of us people of color into Christianity and Islam and all these false religions. Now, all I'm saying is, because I've read the Bible and I know a whole lot more than you think I know. Okay. But I'm here to listen. All I want to know is that I'm going to lead you. We're going to show you that book is what we're supposed to follow historically. They don't
All right.
do that in
All right.
church.
Here's yours. They don't.
Just
They
give us
don't.
a Bible and say we got a problem.
But, yeah, 2868.
What we'll do here, let me see what we'll do here is, because we gotta always use, that's the foundation. So we'll read from that, and then we'll read from history books that scholars
And I'm
have
gonna
did,
take notes.
and we'll see if
I
they
gotta take
line up.
notes.
Okay.
Take notes. Hey, you gotta have a pen and a paper. Take notes. And also take notes where
It's
we're reading
not
from.
gonna take your word.
Read it again.
Right. Don't.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna research it myself.
Yeah, you got one. You got one. But also write down where we read from in the Bible to correlate with the historical fact. Read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With ships. Read that again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So the Lord will bring us into Egypt. When he says Egypt, meaning what? Slavery. You listening?
Yes, sir.
Let me read it again. I don't think you pay attention.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So the Lord will bring us into Egypt again, meaning what? Slavery. So how are you going to bring us into Egypt and slavery again? Read.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With ships. So now we're going to show you a historical fact.
From Babylon to Timbuktu.
Show him the book. Hey, wait a minute. Look at the book. Look at the book where we're reading from. From Babylon to Timbuktu.
John.
All right? From Babylon to Timbuktu. Let me read it again so you don't have to lose a thought.
Deuteronomy 28:68 is the scripture.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So now we're reading what? The Most High God will bring his people into slavery again with ships. So now your question is, can we find that in historical fact, in history? So now we got the book called Babylon to Timbuktu by Rudolph R. Winslow.
There you can read it a little clearer right there. So-called black historian.
That's what we read.
That's the same question
That's
you
the
did.
same question you did. Guess what?
He
He
searched.
searched it and he found the answer. Now we're gonna read it. Ready?
Right.
All right. Tell them what.
This is on page 84. Right?
Page 84. You wrote that down? Page 84. Yeah.
Page 84 from Babylon to Timbuktu. In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter. During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews, 1 million Jews fled into Africa.
That's right.
Wait. And fled into Africa. Now let's find out.
Fleeing, let me finish it out. Fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery, the slave markets were full of black Jew slaves.
Read that last one again.
The slave markets were full of black Jew slaves.
Were black Jew slaves. And guess what? We just read that in Deuteronomy 28. Read it again.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
Hey, soldier, pick this up too. Pick this up too. Guess what? No. Give me that one. I want to see this one. Look, you can see what? Our people going into slavery, right? They sell it on what? An auction block. And guess what?
With that part.
Yeah. Now, we read it from the Bible. We read it here, what? The black Jewish slavery. Guess what? When you read in history, you only have to what? To the so-called blacks, Hispanic, and American. That's what we're reading here.
Okay.
We got more.
The information that this brother got.
He got references in the back.
Right?
Yeah, all the references are in the back.
How would he know? How would he know this information? Or in other words, put this
46.
information before the Bible was written or after?
No. Look at that. That's the dude.
Look at that thing.
That's the dude right there. He wasn't around in 1611.
I understand that. I'm just saying this information that he has
Compiled? Okay.
Did he come up with
Just
this
written down before.
before the Bible was written, or after?
Okay.
Because if it was after, he could have read what he just said in the Bible,
Right.
You know, and just put his own terminology.
Read verse 46.
What it says in this book.
Now he got, that's like I said, he got references of where it came from, so he didn't write it down himself. He went and did the research of people that have wrote it down.
Traveled.
Like, huh?
He traveled.
He traveled. He's like, the people that wrote this down was like, yeah, the slave markets, that's where the Jews are.
Right.
He found it and put it in a book so we can read. Okay?
Now read it. That's the only way I'm understanding.
Right.
But okay, let me have another.
Oh, you got more to say the same thing.
You got more books.
Yeah, we got a whole lot.
So they
got a whole lot.
They just him.
Nope.
It's more that said the same thing.
I wouldn't know if he's getting this information from other books, or is he talking to the European archaeologists who's doing the research, finding a whole bunch of stuff, and just pulling
Now,
a whole lot of information.
Now, even with that being said, even if it was white archaeologists that went and found this information, why would they say that the slave markets was full of black Jews and make that up?
I don't
you know?
disagree with that.
Okay.
I'm trying to just say.
So no matter where it came from, they knew that the people that was in the slave markets, them ain't Africans.
That's all I'm trying to ask for is this information in these books. Okay, was that the information researched before the Bible was introduced?
Okay.
So that what I'm saying is, I don't want the Bible to come in like later on and all this research before, and then the Bible piggybacking
All
all
right.
the information
All right. 46.
books.
Right.
Now we're going to
I just
read.
wanted to find out how is that the true book.
Okay, all praise.
It's gotta go.
It gotta go.
It's gotta go.
All right, we're gonna show you.
No, that gotta go way back.
All right,
before
we're
this
gonna show you.
information came up.
We got to show you now. Read 28, 26.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So they shall be upon you for a sign. So now something is going to be upon our people. Now we're going to know who they are. Read.
For a sign and for a wonder.
And for a wonder. Read.
And upon thy seed.
Stop. Upon a what?
Upon thy seed.
Meaning our people see. Read.
Forever.
For what?
Forever.
For what?
Forever.
Even from before time, even till today. It says forever. Because it says a seed, meaning our people. Guess what? Because we keep populating. We keep populating. Read it again.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
For a what?
For a sign.
Now we're going to use an example. It says sign. Right? It says a sign right there. No stopping or standing tall. It always stone. So meaning what? There's a sign telling us what to do, what not to do. Guess what? This is a sign right here. Read that again.
For a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Upon thy seed forever. Like I told you before, guess what? God says no matter where we go, it's going to be upon us. No matter where we go. No matter what. Who we go to? Yeah.
Give me that in Isaiah 46 and 10 too. Here we go.
Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 10, declaring the end from the beginning.
This is God. You know what? Read verse 9.
Verse 9, remember the former things of old, for I am God.
So God said, remember the things that happened in the past. Read on.
And there is none else. I am God, and there is none like me.
So God said, it ain't nobody like me on earth. Ain't nobody gonna put in the Bible before it happened, have it written down on scrolls, and then have it translated into a language my people can understand where they're going. Nobody can do that but me, because if it was up to the white man, he would have burned all these damn books.
That's right.
He would have burned them all and never told you who you was, or never allowed us to read. Read on.
Declaring the end from the beginning.
God said, who like me? I could declare the end from the beginning. Way back before we was ever thought out, I'm going to prophesy, I'm going to put into action, my people are going to go into slavery in 1619, and I'm going to put them in a land that's not theirs. I'm going to send the white man against my people in 1492, and guess what? I call that thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands. Before I said, let there be light, I already knew it was going to happen. Read on.
Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times.
From when?
And from ancient times.
Before the Bible was compiled together in 1611, the ancient times, way before we had this, when we actually spoke Hebrew. Read on.
The things that are not yet done.
The what?
The things that are not yet done.
So before the Bible was compiled, before any of them historians was ever alive, God said, I'm going to send my people into slavery for their disobedience. I'm going to change their name from Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and they're going to have to believe on me in the last days through faith. Because my people always want to see a sign. I believe it when you show it to me. Ain't that what our people say? God said, no, this is faith. That's why I'm going to give you just words, and you're going to have to do the research and see if it lines up with who you are. And if it lines up with who you are, God's calling you in the last days to repent.
That's right.
Change. You understand that, brother man?
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.